We shouldn't talk about what wasn't. We need to talk about what was. And what was a very good football team of 18 seniors that worked their butts off for me for 4 years, and they beat every opponent that was put in front of them this spring. And I think anybody who has a brain knows that that was a very good football team that was going to have a chance to do something. And, you know, obviously we were frustrated, obviously we were mad, but I will look back fondly at that group.
The most anticipated season of Rushville Industry football, perhaps since the Jeff Langner era, never materialized into much of a season at all. There was, of course, no fall ball, nor any traditional playoff proving ground. And when spring football did happen, it did so with as many cancellations for Rushville Industry as actual games played. But as tiny as it may have been, that 3-game window came lined in silver for the Rockets who hold over from last year's roster.
There you go, run.
We were for sure a good team. I think we could have gone far if we would have played a full season. Those seniors were amazing, man. They taught us a lot about who we are today. We're definitely a different team without them, but I think that they taught us as seniors how to lead our team now.
Just who this Rocket team is now is a squad with a great sense of personal identity. You cater to strength in this world, and while those may have changed, that doesn't mean there aren't still plenty of them to bank on in Schuyler County. To wit, this is a roster that can graduate a talent of Creedon Allen's ilk and still feel incredibly confident in the strength of its ground game.
Obviously, Creedon was great, but you look at a guy like Tanner Spencer, scored multiple touchdowns in multiple games last year. You got James Corey, who's been a starter for us in the backfield since his sophomore year. And then if you look at some younger guys that we did it the right way, in my opinion, and that they got to play JV. If you look at guys like Adam Sipes and Christian Danner and Afton Clark, and all of those guys are varsity capable backs. And so we're hoping that we can play them all, and then throw another guy in there. Jacob Etter was another one that in that group that's a fast track guy.
And rotate a lot, and we don't lose talent from guy to guy really, so we'll be able to rotate a lot. We can be fresh for a whole game.
There is admittedly the not small matter of an undersized offensive line to address.
Last spring we had way bigger guys, and this year we have little guys, but as long as we play fast and hard, it takes no talent to play harder than the guy in front of you.
Pound for pound, as far as the speed of our players go in the area, it would be hard-pressed to find a team that's as fast as we are from position to position. And does that mean that we're playing some smaller guys up front? Yes, it does. But I think anybody who knows the history of the wing T and kind of what we do, being a smaller offensive lineman doesn't necessarily hurt you if you know how to play. And we've got guys who play hard, and so we like what we've got.
Moreover, there is a growing sense that new quarterback Tyler Bickerman can help unpack the box to make the job of those linemen much easier up front.
I think with us being a lot smaller on the line and then having us a bunch of backs in the backfield and we're all really quick, I think we're going to be able to hit them hard and hit them fast, and they're not going to be expecting those quick hitting plays.
We got great tight ends, I think. We got guys who can catch, and I've seen a lot this year. It's great. We're throwing the ball a lot more. That makes me really excited.
If I have any, qualms about the last couple of years, and people who know me well would laugh, is I probably didn't pull the trigger and throw it enough when I had those guys. But I think we've just grown in our offense, and we've gotten more comfortable with doing it. And we've got a guy, in my opinion, who can really spin it, in Tyler Bickerman.
Defensively, the narrative shifts from bookend superstars on the defensive edge to a more athletic collective as a whole, one prizing mobility over mass.
It's going to be really important this year because we're going to be trying to force this line to make a pile on the inside and force those running backs outside, and that speed's going to help us create like a kill zone.